Well, I mean, it goes back to, there's two things you need, right? So anytime the season's over, and this is what we're working on now, you put together your team needs list, okay? And your team needs list is pretty much, this is an old Bill Parcells thing. You have for us to compete at the highest level, we must have this. And then the second category is you want this, and then the third category is you need this. That's players that, you'd like to improve, but you have a player there. And then those three categories, you have to fill in the blanks. Because remember, we're in the veterinarian business. The football team doesn't talk to you. When you bring your dog to the vet, the dog doesn't say, oh, my right heel bothers me, right? And so the vet has to figure out what's wrong with the dog, right? It's the same thing with football teams. You got to figure out to Pat's question, why didn't you do this, and why are you 4-8? You got to figure out why. And so when you figure out why, you develop that list, and then you go out and you try to fill those needs based on how you handle it. And you try to work your way systematically through. And that's how the off season works. It's easy to say, we need to have a better wide receiver, but there may be a player on your team that was hurt. So you go through that list, and once you build your team needs, you start racking them down. And and then as it relates to the salary cap, you can't pay everybody. You can't pay. You have 105 players, not everybody's going to get money. And if you have a performance-based system, then that's fair to the players. They know that if they perform, they're going to get paid.
Two more.